our next reading. So guys, again we have 4 piles, and also I want to do a reading where we started last time with our future spouse reading, to say what would be the name of your journey. Yeah, what would be the name of your book if you put your whole journey into a book? What would be the name of it? Okay, so I show you the 4 piles, I show you your potions to choose from, and yeah, I hope that you like it here on my channel. So this is our potion pile 1 for today. So if you like that, this is your potion. This is beautiful pink potion. This is our potion pile 2 with the ice for today. This is our potion pile 3 with a little winter star. And this is our potion pile 4 with a clock and the steampunk and this beautiful, yeah, brownish glitter inside. So I chose a variety of different potions for you to choose from. They're all from different, you know, this is from Christmas, this is from my winter potions. Yeah, so please choose your potions, and then I'm gonna see you at your pass. For those of you who are new here, my name is Purple. Welcome to my channel, and I would be very happy if you sign up, okay? So I see you in a second, okay? At your pass. Timestamps are always in the description box, and this is our beautiful new black and golden decoration. I hope you like it, and I see you. Bye guys. So hello my pile 1, you chose this beautiful potion. Look at this. Really love that one. That's one of our winter potions. So let's put it there. So first of all, we're going to get the name of your book, okay? So let's see, pile 1. What is the name of the book with your future spouse? What is the name of the book with your future spouse? Okay, something came out. So we have the path, the crossroads. Yeah, very beautiful. I don't know why this looks like some old European town, doesn't it? Looks like some old European town. This is definitely a journey that comes up over time again. I feel there is some very significant past life to it, some very significant past life journey that you have here, or that you discover during your journey to your future spouse, okay? I definitely think that you might have shared a past life together in London or something, like old England that's coming through. I don't know if this resonates, might be resonating for a few of you, but this is definitely coming out, because look at this. Look at how this is looking like on this card. So let's see. Yeah, definitely look at this. It's the 5 of Pentacles. There is this feeling of poverty at the beginning of this journey. Yeah, what does that mean? We're talking about your future spouse reading. And I want to put the potions here again so that you can see it, because I think that's beautiful to put this here to make you see the whole card, right? We have these beautiful blackish golden cards as well. So this fits really beautiful into our reading, right? So I definitely feel here that there is, this might not be a financial situation. For some of you, it could be that when you start this journey with your future spouse, meaning when you get to know them, one of you could be in a very bad financial situation. But for most of you, I feel that there's lack. Yeah, this is also this card of lack. There's some kind of lack in the journey, or some kind of lack in the connection, where you cannot fully, I'm feeling kind of this feeling, you cannot fully connect with each other. Yeah, even though you are apart, you know, for a lot of you who are apart, who are not dating each other, who are not seeing each other on a daily basis, or even if you are not seeing each other at all, there's always this feeling of we're lacking something, even though you have a connection. So this is someone, yeah, your future spouse is someone where at the beginning, when you guys meet, there's some kind of lack, and that's why you are not going to be lovers from the start. It could be that you just are acquaintances, but you're not thinking about dating at the beginning because something is missing. It could be that there is long distance, and that's the reason. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we do have it here. Look at this. There's no fertility. Yeah, the rabbit. This is a very brutal card, to be honest. I definitely feel this is this card of defeat. You feel defeated, especially since you can't make it work. There's a this is definitely has something to do with we cannot make it work. It's not working. There's definitely a situation where there's some kind of lack, and because of that lack, you cannot make it work. The lack could be a third party actually, but to be honest with you, I don't feel it here. Because these are not cards of third parties. These are cards that something is missing. It could also be that you guys meet, and through the path you will become more than just acquaintances. Yeah, through the path together you begin to love each other. I definitely see here a journey. This is not I see you, I fall in love with you, and then we're a couple, and then we're going to marry. This is this story where the unexpected person even. Yeah, that's why your book would be called The Path. Because there is a journey to it. There is a journey towards each other. There's the whole journey. We see that here in the beginning there's nothing happening. So let's see how this is progressing. Yeah, we have the King of Swords. You see how his head is like all covered by hair? It looks like hair. It's very interesting. And then we see the butterflies. This is about the change of thoughts. For the masculine, yeah? This is the change of thoughts. So what I see right now is that in the beginning, part one, your masculine is not the one that's not being able to make it work. I can tell you that right now, because here he experiences this change of thoughts about the two of you. So something here is happening. We're going to look into what that is later on, but I definitely see that it's on his end, the change. The change in his thoughts is on his end. So let's see more. Yeah, he changes. This is interesting. Look at this guy. He changes from the King of Swords, who's usually very boundary oriented, very thought intensive, you know, someone that strategizes, someone that is in their head a lot. That's why this is showing up like this here. He's changing to the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is the one that pursues. The King of Wands is, you know, changing from that to that. It's like 180 degrees change. This is like him saying, well, I have to admit I was wrong in the beginning. Yeah? This is what happens here. Isn't that interesting? And I love these blackish matte cards. They're very gorgeous. So let's look into what is going to change. Let's look into Oracle cards. What is this? What is going to change? What changes here? Well, why does it change? Let's see if universe is giving us any clue in this called the journey, right? In your journey called the journey. Why is it changing? Okay, card fell out. Wow. Look at this, guys. Oh, wow. This is interesting. Number 40 could be important. It says mindful. And do we have it here? Do we have it here? It says group thinking. Being dependable on other people. Peer pressure. Yeah? Those are the words that come to mind when I see that. So we can see here all these different things. You know, we see the tree here that is building. I don't know if it's a mammoth tree, you know, but these are very ancient trees. And I think when I see this and we see how colorful this is, to the beginning of the journey where everything is in black and white, let's put it here. And also your potion. Your potion is the angel potion. Look at this. There's something here about a mindset that your divine counterpart, your divine masculine, because I think this is a soul journey, grows into. Yeah. At the beginning, there's a lot of people making a fuss, you know, a lot of people interfering in your journey. And that's what basically keeps him in this energy, or keeps your journey in this energy of lack. Yeah, because this is about other people's opinions. This is about other people's advice to him in your journey. This will change, guys, yeah, because he will recognize you. We also see the key here, the keyhole. I don't know if you've seen that here. Yeah, you see that? So basically he will explore that you have the key to all of these colors in his life. You carry the key to all of the good things, all of the happiness. He will discover that later, not in the beginning. And one of the most important thing, and that's why your journey is called the journey or the crossroads, yeah, is that he has to decide with the crossroad, and maybe both of you have to decide. Do I follow the path that everyone follows, or do I follow the path that is less traveled by? Yeah. You know, that poem by Robert Frost is just coming to my mind. When did he write it? 1871 or something? That poem is one of my favorite poems, and I really love that one because it signalized that if you walk on treaded path, if you walk a path that not many people have gone, if you try to change your mind and you become you change from the King of Swords to the King of Wands, you actually see that the path less traveled by makes more sense. Yeah, especially because this person here, your future spouse, is realizing this. Let's get one more card. What is important? Why is the book called The Crossroads? And we have protecting the treasure. You see here how spirit is on your end, divine feminine, pile 1. Spirit is really protecting you and this journey. Yeah. And that's why maybe this journey is very slow, because only little by little is being presented to your divine counterpart from the treasure chest of yours. Because spirit kind of wants to see where they're going. So this is like this where the key fits, yeah, this treasure of yours as well. So you kind of have the keys towards each other's treasure boxes, basically. So by the time, or with time, your person will see why they should protect this connection, why you are so treasured, why it is important to get away from this group thinking, whatever this means. You know, this could mean different things for each and every one of you. Where can I put this on the timing? Yeah, let's put it here. So this is what changes. Yeah, he will see things differently. He will see the treasure more towards the end of the journey. Okay. I'm trying to think. If I should use more cards, but I don't think so. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Okay, so that's all what I'm having my pile 1. I hope you like this reading. I show you your potions again and the name of your book. Yeah, and this is a very beautiful pile, very beautiful journey. So at the end, guys, you gotta be prepared to feel pursued by your person. Okay, so that's all what I'm having. Take care, guys. Bye. So hello my pile 2. You chose this beautiful icy potion. Look at this. Let's shake it a little bit so you can see what is going on, how beautiful this is inside this beautiful potion. A little pinky potion. So let's see what is going on. Your future spouse, what would the journey be called? And I'm getting a Lenormand. If there is a book about your journey, if there would be a book that you're gonna write about you and your future spouse journey, what would the book be called? Okay, I thought that was very nice last time and you guys were really interested in that, so I'm gonna take it, and it's called The Tower. Oh my gosh, something significant is here. The Tower, number 19. Let's see what this is all. Let's put it here, what this is all about. The Tower. The Tower is about a significant institution. So it could be called the company. The company. So I definitely think you guys will work together. You guys will get to know each other during work or because of work. Let's see what comes out. We're going to use the True Black Tarot deck. Very gorgeous. Matte tarot deck. I really love that one. Fits totally beautiful to our beautiful decoration here. Why is the book called The Tower or the company? I definitely feel this is referring to a big company or some famous company. The company. Why is it called the company? Pile 2, please. So let's see what comes out. We have, yeah, justice. Okay. Wow. This is interesting. This is marriage. Okay, the justice card refers to marriage. It also comes out as first card, meaning when this shows up as first card, it's like there is this feeling of wanting justice. Yeah, there is this feeling of wanting equality or wanting to come together. I do sense this, guys, with this potion here. Your marriage is going to be the justice at the end. Yeah, it's very interesting that here the marriage, the wedding, or let's say the marriage, because it's not about the wedding. The wedding is the event where you guys marry. The marriage is, you know, you guys having a commitment. And coming out as first card, I think it's very interesting because in the last pile we started with the beginning. Here we're starting with the end in pile 2. This is really interesting. Let's get another card. And we have the Page of Cups. Yes. Oh wow, I love this. I definitely feel, guys, your marriage is the justice for you guys admiring each other from afar. Yeah, there is some kind of big tower. This is like the obstacle. I definitely feel this is the obstacle. That's why your book is called The Tower, because for the longest time, And this makes sense coming out on my channel. It makes so much sense, because what are we talking all the time here on my channel? We do have a lot of you guys who are in soul bonds with celebrities, yeah? And this is not a joke. This is not something we make up just because we think it's convenient, you know? This is something that is true and it's real. And I know that there is, you know, there's a disbelief for some people that this might not be true. And I understand that, of course, you know. I understand that not everything what we readers say, some people can comprehend, right? So there is this, and that's why it makes sense coming out on my channel. I knew it was coming out in some pile, but I didn't know in which pile it comes out. It comes out in the second pile here. So basically, your marriage is the justification of this whole journey that you're on, where the commitment to a company or to a workplace is more worth than the love that you guys have. So for the longest time here, I see, and a lot of you who chose pile 2 will now say yes, purple, because you guys experiencing this on a daily basis. So there is this commitment, and we all know that our divine counterparts, especially on in soul connections, you know, they're committed to their work, to their career. They cannot just do what they want, you know. They have to, or they have signed a contract. So if they get to know someone in between, you know, they cannot just say, oh yeah, I just found someone I like, so let's, you know, just get to know each other and have the time of our lives. I mean, they are committed to that contract and to that company, and as well to their soul work. That's why I'm always saying their soul work comes first, because it's not our turn, or it's not our responsibility, or it's not ours to interfere in that, because that's their soul work. That's what they signed up to do in this life. So of course it's important. Of course, as a divine feminine, I don't know why this is you know, this is making me see. Maybe you guys like it neat and in order, yeah, pile 2. That's why I keep trying to shift my tray for the cards. But yeah, I do think a lot of you are saying yes now, because that's why also the ice is on your potion, because, and you see how it's like there's all this gold and glitter all around, and then we have you know, the love, the cute love sign and love charm here, and all these beautiful pink colors inside. But for the longest time, you know, this connection is on hold because of a commitment that is bigger than our love, a commitment that is bigger than this, you know, for the most of you, this twin flame connection or this soulmate connection. See, however you believe that. And this is why this is kind of like in between. And the justice is going to be served. You know, this is a future spouse reading. It's basically, for many of you that watch this, please know that these readings cannot always resonate. But for a lot of you, it's what I'm always saying. It's this justice or the justification by the universe for this whole situation. Yes, and we do have the Phoenix. I just said 4 of Wands, and this is it, guys. You see how beautiful this 4 of Wands is. So there is patience involved. Yes. There is a lot of stagnation involved. Yes. But at the end of the day, you see how this twin flame card, you know, this is the 1111 card, is rising above everything. You see how this Phoenix is like rising up. In this journey here, we have all these beautiful cards here. We have the admiration from afar. We have the marriage, the justification of that action. And then we have the celebration, the Phoenix out of the ashes. Yeah. It's not that because of the company, everything, or because of that tower, everything is not coming to a happy end, because this is a future spouse reading. This is not a twin flame reading, right? Because in twin flame readings, we never know if the answer is a yes or a no at the end of our journey. We can just walk the path and hope with our hearts. But here I do sense that, Spirit is putting the sword down. This is the Eight of Swords, yes. This is what did not come to fruition at the beginning because of this fight they have to do. Yeah, this is almost like they are a knight and they are vowed. They have a vow to the tower. They have a vow here with that. They are a knight of honor. Yeah, the sword also signifies the honor. And at the end of the day, yeah, we see who wears the sword of truth. Yeah, the justice, the wedding, the marriage. So everything will work out fine here, but it's a story of interference, it's a story of waiting, and it's a story of patience for the Divine Feminine, especially on the Divine Feminine side, because we have her here. Yeah, that's feminine energy. The pages are always feminine energy, and we do see, is this a masculine? Yeah, it's a masculine that is making the decision to fight for their justice, yeah? The masculine, this is a masculine. Or is it a feminine? I don't know. You cannot really see. Maybe that's also the beauty in these cards. Cannot really see, yeah? Masculine or feminine energy. Libra energy, it's the liberation of that, what is in between the two of you. So let's see what is important in this journey. Let's get one card. What is important for my pile 2 to know here by Spirit? What is important? Because at the end, the masculine will also fight for this connection. What is important? Okay, there it fell out. Yeah. And we have number 12 here, Dragon's Horde, protecting the future. See, wow. This is interesting. We just talked about the keys in the last pile. And here we do have that the keys are there from the beginning. Yeah. You see this dragon that is having the keys in their hand. It depends now on who you see as a Dragon's Horde, The dragon symbolizes strength. But we could also see the dragon as this interfering. The tower, that keeps the keys. So you cannot attain the keys until the liberation happens. Yeah? Very interesting. So it's basically the keys are there. Everyone knows about this. I don't think here it's like no one knows about this journey, neither you nor the divine counterpart. I mean, you know about this journey, that's why you're watching this reading. But I do think that your divine counterpart, part 2, because this is definitely a soul journey. This is definitely, you guys are on a string of fate. This is also what this Libra card tells me. This is also what the fighting for the honor tells me. This not being able to make anything happen in this twin flame connection as long as the tower is there. So for the longest period in time, the tower will rule this connection. And the tower could be symbolized as the Dragon's Horde, right? We all know, I just got reminded of this song, the BTS song, because I know there are a lot of army here on my channel. Or ex-army, I don't know. We know the Make It Right. That's what's coming to mind. Make it right. And you see how at the end, oh my gosh, yes. You see at the end that the masculine fights the dragon. Yeah? The dragon that is in between this from happening. Very interesting. So the book could also be called Make It Right. Let's get another card for this. Pile 2 here. Yeah, rescue. Yeah. This is so interesting because we have this island and we have like this retreat. Let's call it retreat. I don't know if you're seeing this. There is like a divine feminine here. We see this waterfall, this ever-flowing feelings between the two. And then we have the masculine here. I don't know if you're seeing it. Can I focus it? Yeah. You see how the masculine here is seeing her, watching her, and rescuing her? This is what happens here at the end of the day. Yeah. This is what happens here at the end of the day. The divine counterpart, let's focus. The divine counterpart is coming to rescue. The divine counterpart is coming to help this journey get off the ground and to fight for this. So for the longest time, it's like the divine feminine on this island, yeah, waiting for the Gale Boogie to come their way. Of our turtles, right? We call them turtles, our divine counterparts. And for the longest time, we cannot do anything because their soul contract is more important than our personal or private luck, right? So we do have to wait until the divine counterpart makes it right. It's not here. It's not on your end, divine feminine, if you're watching this. Because a lot of divine feminines are always asking me, what can I do more? What do I need to focus on in this journey? Focus on yourself and on your love towards this divine counterpart. Focus on your own journey, yeah, your own growth, your own divine journey with the universe, and everything will fall into place. Yeah, here it's definitely the divine masculine that will come to your rescue. Okay, so that's all what I'm having, guys. I hope you like this reading, and I see you again. Take care. Hello, my path 3. Welcome to your reading. So you chose this beautiful, almost like Christmas potion, but I don't want to say it because Christmas was last year, you know, now we're having this year. And I think this is also a beautiful winter potion. Why not? You know, I used it or I decorated it because of Christmas, or I made this potion during Christmas time, and it's very gorgeous. And it reminds us, maybe Christmas is important for you guys. I don't know. For some of you, you chose this potion because you love Christmas, or Christmas is important. So I really want to incorporate this potion because I felt guided to. You know, whenever I use the potions for your piles to choose that, I never knew why Spirit is saying use that potion. I don't know. It's a lot of times I'm just guided to choose them for the readings. Okay, so let's see. The first card is the book. What would be the name of the book if you could write a book about your journey to your future spouse? What would it be called? Okay, so let's see. I think this is a very interesting reading. Very beautiful. I already loved the other two piles, so let's see how your book is called, pile 3. This is also a very interesting reading for me, something new. You know, we're not always wanting to do the same readings, right? It gets boring. Oh my gosh, the lily. Ooh. This means something different for every one of you. Yeah, the lily. So I leave it open. The lily is about growth. It's about blossoming. Yeah, we could also call it the blossoming, the growth, the flower, the lily, you know. Let's see what's coming through. And I'm using this beautiful matte tarot deck. It's called True Black Tarot. What is important for my path 3's journey? Why is it called lily? Show me, universe. Why is it called lily? And I hope you like our new decoration. I have always 2 or 3 different types of decoration, so I hope you love it. So let's see. Oh wow, okay. Cards are coming out. So we have, yeah, look at there, we have the plant, yeah, that is growing. You guys see this here, it's coming out. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. This is the recognition. Yeah, we could also call it the recognition, but this is the recognition of, you see how the other pentacles are like in the dark, and then we have this one pentacle that comes out, and it's the best. It's like the one, yeah. So you could have failed 2 big relationships, like 2 long-term relationships, and then, you know, this person's coming out as the 3rd one, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know. Maybe you're even like, not again, you know, maybe you're fed up with relationships. I do think it's a relationship that turns out to be the most fertile. Yeah, that turns out to be the one growing. It could be also two different attempts on the same person. Yeah, maybe one person is trying to get with you and you're always denying them, or it could be the other way around, you know, that you're trying to get with a person but they're denying you, and at the third time, it, you know, the flower is blooming, the lily is happening, the growth is happening. Yeah, very beautiful. But I do think it's three different people because they're like looking in different directions. I definitely think it could also be 3 dates, and maybe the third one is the right one. Okay, so there's something about the 3 here. How many stars do I have on this potion? Oh my gosh, I just noticed. Look at this. We have 2 that turn like that are I put on the side on this potion, and then we have this green one. This is crazy. That's exactly what happens here. Look at this, guys. That's amazing. So it could be the third attempt where, you know, the star is blossoming, the lily is growing, you know, the interest is there. Maybe you tried with 2 different people and it didn't work out, and now maybe for some of you, you even want to give up on love. Yeah, maybe you separated on Christmas, or you met this person for Christmas, and or it could be that Christmas in general is something special for you. Wow, let's see more. We have the Temperance card, the angel. Look at this. What is she holding in her hand? That's a pearl. You see this? That's beautiful. This is the discovery. We also have the yin and yang sign. This is the discovery. Yeah, this is the universe helping. It's kind of like after 2 failed, the universe says, well, pile 3 deserves now their happily ever after. So this future spouse here, because this is not a twin flame reading, this is not a reading about your person, this is a future spouse reading, meaning that you guys are gonna end up marrying, right? So it's kind of like where there are something about the 3 is important here. Okay, so it could be 2 failed attempts and the third one is finally happening, or it could be that maybe you're starting over with the same person. Yeah, for some of you it could be your ex, where you know, you started 2 times, this person came back and it never went into something serious, but it happens at the 3rd time. Okay, this, for some of you, this could make sense. For others of you, it could be that you're working together with this person, and yeah, maybe you always found your luck at work, or you had relationships at work, and maybe you were at 2 different companies, or you had 2 different people that you're going to meet, or you had met at work, but the relationship didn't blossom or didn't come to fruition because of that. But the third one is, yeah, please take it as it resonates. There's something about the 3 because we have it on the potion as well. And you know what else came out? This angel. This is crazy. The devil. There is this. Isn't it interesting? Look at this. I want to get the other card. We have the angel and the devil. That's crazy. It's the mixture of both. Yeah, it's the mixture, guys. Wait a minute. I'm gonna explain first, because I was guided to get a card first, but now I want to explain. Maybe the 2 failed attempts was the angel and the devil in your past. This could have been that you for real had 3 different relationships. One with the angel that was a very pure and innocent, could have been your first love. One that was, but also not growing into the right direction, because you thought you had found the pearl, but it turned out actually with the red, it turned out wrong. Yeah, there's some kind of significant change here. And when I put it like this, Look at this, guys. I think this is the right way to put it. There was like one relationship or one coincidence here where with the angel, you thought it's the right relationship. Maybe it was your first one, but it didn't turn out the way it's supposed to be. And then we have the devil. Yeah, could be this coin where you had a relationship where the passion was so insane and so crazy that you thought you had found the one, because you couldn't really let go of that person. Kind of like a karmic, sometimes karmic turn out to be this way, but at the end you realized nothing was growing. It was just this vibrant and magnetic attraction towards each other, but nothing was coming out of it. Yeah. And so now you found someone, and I think this is something with the Christmas. This is crazy because we all know that Christmas is, especially in religion, a very significant date. Yeah. And so now this future spouse combines, yeah, it's this pure romantic love, but with a lot of passion, with a lot of lust, with a lot of not being able to let go. So it's actually the perfect mix what we have here. And maybe that's why it blossoms, and that's why it's called the lily, because it's kind of like the unification of the angel and the devil. Yeah, the good and the bad, the yin and the yang. This is amazing. Let's get 2 more cards here, because I just found, yeah, the 4 of Cups. It could have been that this angel love that we have here wasn't reciprocated, that this was maybe a crush you had even on someone. Sometimes, because with the angel, it could be that there was no no sexuality, because it was just a crush, or it never came to fruition. It's kind of signifying a pure love, something where there's love, but it was not reciprocated. It couldn't grow. Yeah, we see here. It's like 4 cups of water, and yeah, we see here. This is like this tree, this tear tree, right? It's called in Germany a tear tree. So a lot of tears because of this person. Maybe they didn't recognize you. Maybe they didn't want you. But this is could be a love that is unreciprocated. Yeah. And here, let's see what this is. Yeah, we have the Page of Wands. Yeah. The dancing in the fire, and we see it's like getting hot feet. You see here, this could be a love where the passion was so high, and the exploration, and you know, the start and everything was beautiful, and you thought, oh my gosh, now I found the one. But it was too hot. It was too hot for a plant to grow. You see this? If there's only passion, yeah, it cannot last as well. Because you gotta have this component of the angel to it, the water, the emotions. This is also meaning that you had so much emotion for this, whoever this first love was, but it didn't turn out because of some unreciprocated feeling. Okay, so neither one, like if you only have one side of this, it's not working. But now you have like this future spouse, it's like the combination of the two. And how perfect is that? How crazy is this, Pile 3? That's a very gorgeous reading. Wow. Let's see what else is important here. Why is the book called The Lily? Show me. There's a lot of growth here. Yeah, look at this. Joyful muse. Inspiration. Wow. You guys also inspire each other. Yeah. There is a lot of creation, and that's why the lily is also here. Out of this love, it's like coming so much creation, so much beautiful things, that the recognition, this is also the recognition, yeah, the fame. We could also this reading could also be called the fame, yeah, where we see that this love is so balanced that it actually brings out so much joy. You could be each other's muses. You could be each other's happiness. You could become inspired to be recognized, to create more things. So that's very gorgeous. Wow. What else is important in this future spouse journey? So it could also be called the muse, because with the lily, I also see your book could be called the muse. the growth, the inspiration. And we have storm fields. Yeah. Yeah. This is a love that is actually, you guys could also be opposites. Yeah. It could also definitely be a twin flame journey. Here we do have the angel and the devil. Could be that, you know, you guys are opposites of each other. And that's why the path here. Yeah. Look at the path. The path is like black and white. Black and white, you know. It's like the angel and the devil. And it could be because of the inspiration and because of the path towards this home, you know, this is towards your home. It could be that, I mean, for me, the storm means unification. The storm means actually a union. The storm means coming home. And I should interpret it how I see it, because Spirit is talking to me for this reading. But a lot of times I feel, because of this passionate energy that is always also there for you, my path 3, there could be a lot of storms, a lot of in the journey, a lot of times where you guys might draw back from each other because there is this passionate energy, but there's also love, you know. This is also the inspiration. This is also the drawing from the energy, that this bond gives you a lot of recognition. This bond gives you a lot of inspiration, a lot of creation. Yeah, so your book could also be called The Creation of a Home, the creation of the inspiration, the creation of the lily, right? The creation of something beautiful for this world. And also the storm warning, or storm, what's called storm fields. It's not a storm warning. Storm fields could also symbolize, you guys all know, the, what's it called, Oz, you know, the fairy tale of Oz, the Wizard of Oz, right? The Wizard of Oz, where she had to complete that journey in order to find home again. Okay, so it's similar. You have to complete this journey. You have to go through the black and the white. You have to create, yeah, the creation is part of this journey in order at the end to come home, because this is your future spouse. What a beautiful reading. And also the star is about Aquarius energy. It's about finding the home. It's about finding the future. It's about finding the home. Very gorgeous, path 3. What a beautiful reading. I really love this reading today. I hope you like it as well. So please sign up to my channel if you're new here, and I see you again. Take care. Bye, guys. Hello, my path 4. Welcome to your reading. So you chose this beautiful, almost steampunkish. Like, this is a potion from my steampunk series. I'm using this a lot when I do steampunk, again, as a decoration. And I mean, this decoration is a little bit steampunky as well, so I thought, why not use it? So we have 4 o'clock here. 4 o'clock could be significant, yeah? There's a time difference with your person. It could be that you guys are coming from different time zones, and I definitely think that. So, guys, let's see. First card that we're getting is, what if your journey towards your future spouse, or to your future spouse, would be a book? What would it be called? Well, what would it be called? Ooh, that's a crazy sun. Look at this sun. I never saw. Oh, wow, the energy. This is symbolizing the energy. Look at how this is radiating. Wow. I love these cards. They're so unique, these Lenormand cards. So your book, pile 4, is called The Energy. Look at how beautiful this is, even fitting to the potion. This is amazing. This is crazy. So let's get information. Why is your journey called the sun, the energy? Let's see. Why is your book, pile 4? Why is your book, pile 4, called The Energy? Okay, so we have coming out the Hermit as first card. And I don't know if you're seeing this, but you see how, oh my gosh, there's the sun in the back. I didn't see this. Look at this, guys. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. This energy makes you fly. You see how he is not touching ground? You definitely are on a string of fate with your future spouse, pile 4. Because here we have someone with a hermit energy. Yeah? You see this? Someone that's hiding. Someone that you feel their energy, but you don't know each other in 3D. Yeah? I definitely feel this. Let's focus, universe. Yes. You definitely feel their energy, hermit energy. That's like the energy of knowledge, the energy of knowing that person is there, the energy of feeling them, the energy of, you know, you guys share this energy bond, but you don't know each other, you don't meet each other yet, or you haven't met each other yet. This is like the energies, when you guys' energy combine, it's almost like an eclipse, because that's what I'm seeing. And then we have here the lone wolf energy coming out. This is like you retreat. Look at this, how this is also black and white. Why is it not focusing? Yeah, this is telling me that because the energy is so unknown to you, yeah, there could be a rejection here at first, either from your divine counterpart or from you. We definitely see here that there's an imbalance in the journey or in the connection that leads to kind of like a reaction or like a triggering, because we see this is a triggering. Yeah, this is a triggering and by the hermit, or it could be vice versa. Please apply it as it fits, because it's different for every one of you. But the energies are really intense, you know. It's like you're, yeah, maybe even the divine counterpart, because he's showing up as hermit here. This is masculine energy. Maybe because they feel you so intense, and there is definitely some kind of difference here. They could live in a different country. They could not speak your language. There's something here where it usually would not work out between the two of you. Yeah, maybe too big of an age gap. Maybe there's definitely a timing difference here. Take it as it resonates. For some of you, it's an age gap. For some of you, it's something that is not really fitting. Yeah, something that is needs to be worked on by the universe. I mean, the eclipse means you are one and the same. Definitely twin flames. I do, when I have this here with the sun symbolizes the divine counterpart, and then he comes out as the hermit. That's Virgo energy. Yeah, it could be even that one of you is a virgin or is practicing celibacy, and this energy, this very intense energy, makes you very confused in that, because you're thinking, well, this person is not even there. Why do I feel them so much? And it's kind of like one of you is rejecting this because it's too intense with the sun energy. It's very intense. And I feel the masculine energy is also very intense. So it could be feminine, that this is your energy kind of like rejecting this because it's too intense. Let's see what's happening here. Why is the sun here? Why is the book called the sun? It's kind of like you have to get used to one another. Oh my gosh. And there we have the divine feminine. You definitely could be older. Look at this, feminine is definitely older than the masculine if you see them together. Very beautiful. And she's naked. That means she is, like, they both are naked. Yeah, we can see that they both are naked. But she is without any clothing. And she is holding that world here. That means that she has risen. Yeah, we see here she has risen out of the ashes. Divine feminine, pile 4, you have been through the ringer. Yeah, maybe you are this authentic self. We also see the victory above her. This means that the divine feminine is very true in her nature. She's not making any compromises, and it could be that both of you energies are so intense, and you feeling this eclipse. Yeah, you feeling his energy, and you're kind of keeping to yourself because of that. Yeah, because you have to get used to it. Or it could be because of that difference that your divine counterpart is rejecting you for some kind of reason. Let's see what else is coming out. Very beautiful cards though. Universe, what else is coming out? Okay. With the Knight of Cups. Wow. Yeah, you definitely are single. There is no one in your energy space, no other person than this hermit energy. Yeah, you definitely retreated, divine feminine. Yeah, maybe even from dating, because I see that here. This is the Knight of Cups here, Knight of Cups energy. I don't know why it's not focusing. Now it's focusing, right? You can see it. Yeah, I do sense, divine feminine, you have retreated a long time. So if you look at these two masculines, we do have a masculine that's more fitting to her. You see this here? They have the same color, they are in the same spot, but he is giving the roses out to someone else we don't see here. Yeah, so divine feminine pile 4, you have kind of, she's facing his direction. You see this? She's facing his direction, but there's something here, maybe also in his surroundings, people that are not wanting this connection, that put themselves in between, because we see that here. Yeah, we see that there is something that also is putting themselves in between this connection. So you are facing whoever this is. Yeah, this is could be a crush of yours, because we see here that they have not met. I don't think you have met. This is definitely coming through, because spirit is always talking to me in that sense of where I know what they mean, right? And you have turned your back upon, definitely some of you are celibate, definitely some of you are not interested in more fitting partners, but you have your eye on this guy here. And this guy is kind of like, there's a difference here with the steampunk. It's something where it would not really fit to you because of some outer circumstances, or some difference, some time difference, something where you need to make it work, you know, something where the machine says no. Yeah, and the machine is the world, the people around him, but you're focused. Yeah, we see the divine feminine is focused on him and not on a fitting partner. And this is your future spouse coming out as the first card. So at the end, you guys gonna find each other. Yeah, but it takes a while. I definitely see that. So let's see what's going on here. Why is your journey called the energy? And I think for the longest time, whatever difference is here, pile 4, this difference is in between the two of you for a very long period of time. And I know that many of you are resonating with this. Wow. I also got 2 cards, and I want to take these 2 cards because it's amazing. We have once the deep diver, and I just talked German, so it could be that you guys speak different languages. We have diving into a task, the deep diver, and we know deep diving is not easy. We have the mermaid here. We have someone that goes deep, someone that wants to be deep into this love. And I also feel that your guys' energy, you're gonna be deep into each other's energy. And that's why I feel this journey is so intense. Yeah, that's why maybe there is a lot of retreating in this journey, because it's so intense. And it could be that your person is the deep diver, the one that is diving in deep into this journey. And then we have the moon maiden, and we have new beginnings. Yeah, this is about drowning. You see this? It's kind of as if he's coming to save her. Isn't that crazy? Look how she is drowning in this new beginning. This is actually really crazy. If we think about this, it's kind of like the energy of there is a situation here, divine feminine, where you retreat because you feel like drowning. You feel like it's not worth it. You're going to turn your back up on this. And it has something to do with an offer that is near you, or an offer that is better fitting for you. But it makes you feel as if you're drowning. It makes you feel as if you lose yourself into this connection, okay? So this could be also a different suitor at the time when you are focused on your future spouse. I definitely see that you are focusing on this future spouse a lot with this combined energy, that definitely this person with the hermit energy could be your spiritual teacher. It could be someone that definitely you are on a spiritual journey with, yeah? And that they're coming and diving deep in order to rescue you from this. I definitely think so. Because it feels here, once they dive deep, once they come to your rescue, you know, there's only so much as the world. That's why it's called the energy. Maybe they already saved you with their energy. What about this? Yeah, wow. We have the World card again. You guys dream of each other. And there's something beautiful about this new beginning. We see here all the eggs that aren't hatched yet, you know, and the little fairies being on there. So this is about the future that hasn't been spoken yet. So when you watch this reading, definitely pile 4, you're not there yet. You're still in this energy of this is being prohibited, this is not working out, because your person hasn't dived to you. They haven't found you yet. So kind of like I feel that right now, as I'm talking, you're still in this drowning energy. You're still in this energy, well, will this ever come to fruition? Will this ever be more than a dream? Because you're focused on him. So it's like on your end, Divine Feminine, where you say, when will he take initiative? Will he ever come to get me? Or will I be drowning on my own? That's what you're saying at the moment I talk about this. Yeah, there's a beautiful future that needs to be found. It's the field of dreams. But this field has to be found, right? This field has to be established. The eggs have to be hatched in order for this to come about. But we're not talking about a divine counterpart journey here. We're talking about your future spouse. And I definitely see your future spouse. And we have this beautiful couple that is kind of growing into each other. So at the end of the day, this could be actually the two of you. Yeah, it could also be that at the beginning when you meet, this is your person and this is you. Like you are already evolved in that journey. This person is like following you in this divine path, and at the end you guys are a couple because you're gonna marry, right? So it's kind of like turning this way. It's like giving you the flower. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, this is beautiful because this is a future spouse reading. This is not about you know, will we ever make it reading. So there is a happy end for some of you in this journey. Yeah, very beautiful. So that's all what I'm having, my part 4. I hope you really love this. And I'm saying goodbye. Please sign up to our beautiful channel. Take care. Bye.